maybe around 18 or 19, I ran away to a wedding. Good group of friends, I ain't calling their names. And then I got into snorting cocaine. And that lasted for 12, 15 years. And so did that for 12 or 15 years, making money, having a good time, and in making that money, not knocking women, but you get money, then you get a little fame. Little fame comes when you're walking around with $1,000 in your pocket every day, and I'm really used to that type of money. And I meshed that up too. After a while, you're spending it, going on little trips to New York, women, buying them tickets, going away and doing all that. But that came to a halt. A lady named Miss Barker, who was a Bible worker in Something Church, she would have these Bible studies on Friday nights. So Friday nights and Saturday afternoons were high days for me, where I went Bible study Friday night, Bible study Saturday afternoon. And at that time, God was strengthening me. Our young black males need to be motivated. I was wondering if you could take him on and train him to be a plumber.
That's good.
And he took my son on about 2 years ago. My son came home the first day, said, "Daddy, I like this."
Welcome to State of the Nation. I'm Dr. Stanley James, your host. Growing up in Bermuda, living in the islands of St. David's, on fishing boats and going up to the beach with my friends, climbing over the fence into the United States barracks. There I was. But no matter where I was, beach, barracks, anywhere in Bermuda, I was haunted by a cloud that said, I'm not enough. Especially when I left the provinces of a safe, quiet St. David's, make my way into the city, going to banks and big buildings. It was clear that the blue eyes, looking through horn-rimmed glasses, looking down on me in the bank, I knew this was not my safe place. Tucker's Town, I'd make my way through quickly, knowing that I was not welcomed. Fairylands, I didn't know it existed. We just traveled in other places. We don't like to talk about it, but we live in it and think about it every day. You're not enough. And you felt that way growing up. You hide it, you don't talk about it, you smile through it. Somebody wasn't able to get a promotion. Others were not able to go into Island Theater. Others remember not getting able to get money from the bank, fearful of even asking for fear that your mortgage could be called. Not being enough in a culture of paradise is painful. I brought someone on here today with me who knows the story of inadequacy, who knows the story of suffering, the story of not enough. But somehow or the other, the state of the nation in Bermuda, which has fallen into that deep spot where many of us feel displaced, this dark light, this dark space can have a bright light from people who've overcome. I have Mr. Kirk Richards is here this evening to share with us his story and how he went down and came up. Hopefully he can help us find out the state of the nation and how to improve. Kirk, welcome.
Well, welcome, Dr. James. Thank you for having me.
I'm so delighted to have you, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm doing this thing, trying to figure out what's going on. The place is all over the place. You got more candidates running in the election than ever. Very few people want to come out to vote. Everyone seems to be upset and anxious, disturbed, and unstable. But deep beneath that is a feeling as a Bermudian that you're displaced and you're afraid to even advocate for yourself, and it seems like nobody is speaking up for you. Have you observed that in the country?
Yeah, I see a lot of it on my job. We have over 80-something guys. And even today when I was asking them about going voting, some of them was like, I ain't voting, boss, I don't do all that there. I said, well, that's your right, to go and vote because you have a say on who you want to run your country. And it was like, they all lie, boss. I ain't going to vote for nobody because that just can keep lying and nobody's going to get the truth. If it's the PLP, they take care of themselves. If the OBA gets in power, they take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stay on the job, make my dollars, and take care of myself.
Mm-hmm. So you've done very well for yourself, but where you are right now as a supervisor, what is your point of record?
So my job is the manager of the engineering department for the Corporation of Hamilton.
That's quite a responsibility
Yeah.
and quite an accomplishment. You haven't always been here.
No.
Take me back to when you were a little boy, before you even made it into the bright lights of the street. What was like life for you as a child?
So life was very hard for me as a child. I had unheard against my daddy. My mom and daddy had some problems. I think if I can remember, my old man left home when I was about 5 years old. And life was difficult. Once my daddy left, Mama had 4 children.
Right.
A sister, my older brother, me, and a younger brother. And Mama worked 2 or 3 jobs.
Right.
But, thank God for grannies.